In a quiet American town called Maplewood, everyone knew everyone's story. And everyone knew Emily, the woman who always wore a light scarf over her face. People whispered behind her back. She must be hiding something, they'd say. A poor girl, no one will ever marry her, others joked. But Emily wasn't born with scars. They came after a terrible car accident when she was just 19. Her car caught fire, and though she survived, her face was badly burned. Since that day, she covered her face to avoid cruel stares and crueler words. She worked quietly as a florist, her kind eyes and gentle smile hidden behind that thin fabric. Every morning, she'd walk to her small flower shop, arranging bouquets for others' happiness, while her own heart slowly wilted. One rainy afternoon, a tall man in a black suit entered her shop. His name was Ethan Brooks, a young tech entrepreneur visiting town after years abroad. He watched Emily's hands carefully arranging lilies and roses, her voice soft but confident. Ethan smiled. "You have a gift," he said. "These flowers feel alive." Emily blushed behind her scarf. "Thank you, sir." He became a regular customer, always buying flowers and staying to chat. He never asked why she covered her face. He just talked to her. Weeks turned into months. Ethan started helping her close the shop, bringing her coffee and laughing with her over small things. For the first time in years, Emily felt seen, but the town didn't like what they saw. "Why is that millionaire wasting time with her?" One woman sneered. "He doesn't know what she looks like under that scarf." Another laughed. Rumors spread faster than wildfire. One evening, Ethan invited Emily to dinner at the town's finest restaurant. The whole town whispered as she walked in, scarf still wrapped around her face. Ethan stood up, took her hand, and before everyone, went down on one knee. "Emily," he said softly, "you've shown me kindness I've never known. You see beauty in life when no one sees it in you. Will you marry me?" The room gasped. Someone shouted, "You haven't even seen her face." Another mocked, "Take off that bag before you regret it." Ethan looked around, his jaw tight. He turned to Emily, who was trembling. Tears fell beneath her scarf. He said gently, "You don't have to hide from me, Emily. Not anymore." With shaking hands, Emily slowly removed the scarf. The burn scars were deep, raw reminders of pain and survival. The restaurant fell silent. A few people looked away. Ethan, without hesitation, stepped closer and cupped her face in his hands. "You are the most beautiful woman I've ever met," he whispered. Then he kissed her forehead, right where the scars were. Emily collapsed into tears, not from shame, but from relief. For the first time in her life, she was loved for her soul, not her skin. Days later, the town learned the truth. Ethan wasn't just any millionaire. He was the CEO of Brooks Innovations, a company funding medical research for burn victims. He'd come to Maplewood to personally thank the local florist who had sent flowers to the hospital foundation every year. That florist was Emily. The same woman everyone called it too ugly to marry had unknowingly inspired him to start his charity years ago. Months later, Emily and Ethan married in a small garden surrounded by flowers she had grown herself. No makeup, no hiding, just love, acceptance, and courage. They said she was too ugly to marry, but beauty doesn't fade when it comes from the heart. And sometimes the most broken souls create the most beautiful love stories. Rhett?